UFC 293 is all about Israel Adesanya and Strickland, right? Absolutely wrong. Although the main card is absolutely stacked, the prelims consist of a few bangers, which will set the tone perfectly for the night's big fights. Here are 3 fights you must see on UFC 293 prelims. Jamie Mullarkey versus John Makdessi. We'll kick things off with the lightweight showdown between Jamie Mullarkey and veteran John Makdessi. Both fighters are coming off losses, so unless it's a draw, one will bounce back into the win column, while the other will find himself in a tough spot with 2 losses on the trot. Who will that unlucky guy be? The Aussie is a very well-rounded fighter. He's a great striker and a grappler. He's a big lightweight who has a great deal of power in his hands, and he uses his jabs and right hands to perfection against smaller opponents. Mullarkey is usually fairly aggressive. Makdessi is more of a counter-puncher. He is a kickboxer who loves to counter instead of initiating the action on the feet. He has great movement, and he usually circles away when he's in danger. Judging by their fighting styles, I think Mullarkey will push the pace and outstrike Makdessi in the first 2 rounds to win on points. In the third, Makdessi will try to make a comeback, but it will be too late. Mullarkey has the ability to touch the kickboxing ace on the feet and take him down later in the round when he's tired. It's going to be a very intriguing fight, and I'm picking Mullarkey to win by decision.
Want to fight next?
I'm glad you asked, Bisbee. There's this lad that thinks he can't get knocked out because of where he's from. Yeah, Paddy Pimblett, get in the cage with me and I'll put that Siasachin to the test, son.
I don't know if you know this.
Jack Jenkins versus Chepe Mariscal. Next on our list is the featherweight matchup between Jack Jenkins and Jose Chepe Mariscal. Australia's Jenkins is one to keep an eye on in the featherweight division. A Dana White's Contender Series alumni, Jenkins already has 2 wins in the UFC, and he's looking for his 3rd consecutive in the promotion. Chepe Mariscal is a tough cookie to crack. However, the American is on a 4-fight winning streak, with his most recent victory coming in his UFC debut against Trevor Peek. Both fighters are very well-rounded. Jenkins is excellent on the feet and on the mat as well. He has pretty good hands, but his specialty is his leg kicks. The Aussie is an absolute monster when it comes to leg kicks. He's highly technical with the way he approaches his fights, and he likes to wear his opponents down before eventually stopping them. In his UFC debut, Jenkins absolutely destroyed Don Shainis' lead leg while smiling like a psychopath. This man is non-stop violence, and Jose Mariscal will have to deal with it for 3 rounds, unless of course the fight ends early. Mariscal is a very fine fighter as well. He isn't flashy or highly technical like some of the other prospects out there, but he does everything very well. He has really good hands with serious knockout power, and he is a fairly decent submission artist as well. Moreover, he has fought some really tough fighters like Gregor Gillespie and Bryce Mitchell in his career. Mariscal is a really tough challenge for Jenkins, but I think the Aussie will get the job done, come fight night. My prediction is Jenkins by a decision.
Jack, that was sensational. But what about this? Talk about a way to make your UFC debut.
Hey, not bad for a one-trick pony. Let's go!
Carlos Ulberg versus Da Un Jung. That ultimately brings us to the light heavyweight matchup between Carlos Ulberg and Da Un Jung. Personally, I'm really excited about this one in particular since it's a fiery fight between 2 absolute powerhouses. Carlos Ulberg had a poor start to his UFC career in 2021 when he lost by knockout. Since then, he has won 4 times with 3 first-round stoppages. The New Zealander most recently defeated Ihor Portieria by stoppage, winning the performance of the night bonus. Ulberg trains at City Kickboxing with the likes of Israel Adesanya and Eugene Behrman, so it's not surprising that he's exceptionally good at what he does. He's fast, accurate, and has a tremendous amount of power in his shots. One punch from Ulberg and it's often nighty-night. That being said, he shouldn't make the mistake of underestimating South Korea's Jung Da-un. The South Korean had a fantastic start to his UFC career. He joined the promotion in 2019 and won 4 out of his first 5 fights with a draw against Sam Alvey. However, he has lost his way a bit, losing twice in his most recent fights. His confidence must have taken a hit after the losses, and Ulberg is a terrible matchup for him in that sense. For Da-un, this is the chance to prove that he is still one of the hottest prospects in the division. The South Korean is a very well-rounded fighter who has a scary amount of power in his punches. He has really good kicks, as well as decent grappling credentials, so I won't be surprised if he pulls off the upset. However, I think Ulberg's speed and timing will be the difference maker. I'm picking Carlos Ulberg to win by knockout.
Thank God he's the one that got me here first. And then obviously, thanks to my opponent, Ihor. Thank you, it was very instructive and I appreciate the lesson. Carlos.
Who do you think will win? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.